welcome back to the channel. Now I'm fully finished with the stage 1 modifications, remap and everything, so I'm completely done with that now. I'll leave a link in the description of a recent video I did, stage 1 versus standard 0 to 100 and 0 to 60 times, if you want to check that out. Yeah, now I've finished with stage 1. I've recently started on the stage 2 modifications by adding a custom made large bore downpipe and a 200 cell sports cat. This was done at TGS Longlife exhaust Stockport. If you live in the Greater Manchester area and are looking to add a high quality custom sports exhaust to your car, I do recommend you check these guys out. They've done an exceptional job on my turbo back now. I'll leave their website in the description. So the reason for adding a turbo sports back exhaust to my car now is I've upgraded the air intake, up the power with a stage 1 remap. So obviously more air is going in the engine with the uprated air filter, primary, crossover and a secondary pipe. Yeah, so you're getting more air going in the engine. You've upped the power with the stage 1 remap, so the exhaust needs to be able to get rid of all these extra exhaust gases quickly to work effectively. The factory exhaust system is very restrictive. The turbo back sports exhaust now is a lot more free flowing. Mine's had an increased flow from 45mm to 57mm internal bore. You can't really see it using the video because it goes out of focus, but it's down there. The sports cat, it's under this heat shield here. I'll leave a couple of pictures I've taken of it. But yeah, it's down there. It's done a really good job on the welding. It's really, really good. Customised the sound what I wanted. I didn't want to go too stupid, so it's really loud. Yeah, so the fewer the cells in a catalytic converter, the greater the performance gains. I chose a 200 cell sports cat because I've read a lot online that if you install a D cat or a 100 cell sports cat, they tend to fail the MOT emissions tests. So with the addition of the large bore downpipe and a 200 cell sports cat I've installed on my car now from TGS Stockport, it will add around 8 to 12 bhp, that's claimed. These figures come from the Pumaspeed Milltek downpipe and 200 cell sports cat, which I've had mine customised to using their specs. So that's claimed bhp, and as you know, unless it's been dynoed before and after, you don't really know what the increase will be. But that's, yeah, 8 to 12 bhp is claimed the it'll get with adding the large bore downpipe and a 200 cell sports cat. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to do a couple of speed pulls, driving the car, revs to see what the sound was like before having the full turbo back on the car and how it sounded just having the sports cat on. I mean, not sports cat, the sports cat back, sorry. So yeah, I'll do this now, and just let us know what you think in the comments, if it sounds better. I think it definitely will pull better through the rev range and sound a bit more throaty. Right guys, I'm going to do a a quick pull with the new 200 cell sports cat and the downpipe. Ready, go. Right guys, I'm going to do a short pull in second now. Whoa, slow down a bit. Definitely got to 70 easy there. Right guys, I'm going to do a bit of a pull in now in the car. Yeah, so this is what the turbo back exhaust sounds like at idle, warmed up. Like I say, I didn't go for a stupid loud exhaust where it sounds tinny, you know, or like people keep saying, like someone farting in a can, go really loud. Because I don't believe it. It's not like, you know, a powerful hot hatch or an actual sports car. It shouldn't be too loud. Do you want kind of like a ricer? I don't want this to sound like a ricer. It's just a normal hatchback at the end of the day. So I think you've got a more throaty sound when you're driving and slightly idle. So it does sound better now with the addition to the large bore downpipe and the 200 cell sports cat. But with a catback, I went for a mild sounding catback because it's a 1 litre Ecoboost hatchback car. It's not an RS or an ST. Then I've probably gone louder with them because they're actually you know, a lot more powerful cars and, you know, the flagship of Ford, aren't they? So yeah, so I'm happy with it. It's a bit subtle, the sound, but a bit more throaty. and the car definitely pulls through the rev range anyway. So after starting the stage 2 mods with the large bore downpipe and a 200 cell sports cat, the only thing it's got left to do now is the Airtech stage 2 intercooler. Fit that to keep the engine temps low and in the intake temps as well. That's about 366 quid from carenhancements.co.uk. So that'll be next, I think. And then at the end of it, it's a remap stage 2 from hyperchips.co.uk, which I think it says about 150 quid. And it should take the car to about 185 brake horsepower, around that mark. Stage 2, fully done. There's the sports cat, you can see it, from TGS Stockport. Yeah, so guys, after driving the car, it definitely pulls a lot better for the rev range, adding a large bore downpipe and the 200 cell sports cat. It sounds throatier, but it's as I wanted. It's not stupid loud. So yeah, it's overall I'm happy with the the addition of the large bore downpipe and the 200 cell sports cat to finish off the turbo back on my 1 litre Ecoboost Focus. So yeah, that's the first part of the stage 2 mods. Then I'll have to add the stage 2 Airtech intercooler, which is very important to keep the engine heats and under bonnet heat in check. So that's important on these engines. You don't want them to overheat, so that keeps the engine nice and cool and the air coming in nice and cool. And then finally it'll probably be the stage 2 remap, which will probably get done by hyperchips. .co.uk, and it should push the car to about 185 brake horsepower. I have heard as well online that people have been saying you can take the turbo from the 1.6 Focus Ecoboost and put it onto the 1 litre Ecoboost, and that should add more power. I was reading that on like a Ford Focus forum or something. People were talking about you could swap the turbo over. I don't know if this is true or not, so if you know anything about this, if you're able to take the 1.6 Ecoboost turbo and attach it to the 1 litre Ecoboost Turbo Focus Mark III, yeah, just let us know, because that'll be interesting. It's either that or you can go to Pumaspeed and get their uprated turbo installed on the car. But yeah, so I think the benefits over a standard exhaust, and why I recommend getting a sports aftermarket exhaust, is the OE cat usually have about 400 plus cells per square inch, which is very restrictive. The OE downpipe also has huge restrictions, where with the 200 cell sports cat, it's got a full 57mm internal bore. Yeah, the 200 cell sports cat, it also has fewer and larger cells, allowing exhaust gases to flow through more easily. This improves the exhaust flow by up to 40%, so a quicker flowing exhaust allows full power from the 1 litre Ecoboost engine and optimises all my performance mods I've done to the car at the stage 1 mods. The other point I think is why you should get an aftermarket exhaust is you can especially a fabricate one like I've had from TGS Longlife, you can customize the sound. I went for a more throaty sports sound. It's not stupid loud, or it doesn't sound tinny. Sometimes you see a normal hatchback that has a really loud exhaust to sound like a sports car, but it might have something like 115 brake horsepower. fair enough if it's a hot hatch or an actual sports car, or you know, something like that. I think if your car's going to sound mega loud, you have to have the BHP to back it up. You know, like for example, last year I drove a Mark II Focus ST. It was at stage 2, and it was running about 350 brake horsepower. I think it had like a Mount Tune. I think the owner said it had a Mount Tune too, or back if I'm correct. It was very loud, all the pops and bangs and everything. A loud exhaust sounded really nice, but it was also very fast, so you could back it up, kind of thing. So yeah, that's why I went for like a throaty sound, but it's not, you know, when you turn it on, it's not like droney and really loud, because it's just a normal hatchback, but you can get decent power out of these. 185 is pretty good for a 1 litre. Yeah, also an aftermarket exhaust is made from 304 and 316 grade stainless steel, like mine is, which, you know, and it has a far longer lifespan and isn't prone to rust like the OE exhaust. I did notice as well that before I went to Longlife and TGS, I was typing in aftermarket exhaust like Milltek and stuff for my Focus 1 litre Ecoboost, and I couldn't find an aftermarket exhaust system you could buy off the shelf for the Focus. They were all for the Fiesta STs and, you know, like Fiesta 1 litre Ecoboosts. So yeah, I couldn't find an aftermarket exhaust like Milltek or, you know, Cobra exhaust or whatever, you know, like where you just buy them and you get them sent to your house and all. I couldn't find them, so that's also why I went for a, you know, a custom fabricated exhaust at Longlife as well, because you really can't get one for a 1 litre Ecoboost Focus. And if you get a performance sports exhaust from Longlife like I have, you get a lifetime guarantee, so, you know, which is happy days really, isn't it? If anything goes wrong with it, or, you know, I just ring them up and book it in and take it back, and it'll get sorted out. Yeah, as well as the performance gains, if you get a fabricated performance exhaust, it's fully customizable to meet the needs of every driver. Like I say, I chose my sound. I chose my tailpipe, or what I wanted. So yeah, it's just you know, I told Danny at Longlife TGS exactly what I wanted, and they've come through on it. So more than happy with it. You definitely go and check them out. Yeah, so now I have at Joe the Performance Sports Turbo back exhaust on the car, along with the other mods and the Stage 1 remap. My car should be around about, it states or claimed, so what the parts had, 160 to 167 bhp. As a guesstimate, I think it's more like 160, but as you know, you never know unless you get it dynoed and you get a printout to tell you exactly what the car's making. This is based on, like I say, what the addition of these parts were stated to give. My car definitely pulls stronger through the rev range now, and yeah, and it's got like a nice throaty sports sound to it, which you've obviously seen in the clips. Yeah, let us know what you think about the exhaust, you know. Yeah, so yeah, thanks for watching. Please like, share, subscribe, and click on the bell icon for more notifications of uploads I'll do.